Hello, welcome to Daily News from Al-Awwal TV. Daily meetings of Grand Shia Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi. The Grand Shia Jurist Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Hosseini Shirazi hosts a variety of visitors on a daily basis, including scholars, clerics, religious and cultural figures, academics, seminary teachers, and public groups of believers from around the world. It is worth noting that these meetings are held at the Grand Jurist's office in Holy Qom in Iran at 11 a.m. every day. Activities by delegations of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi's office in Dighar province. Some delegations from the office of Grand Shia Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Najaf, under the supervision of Sayyid Atta al-Husseini, continue to meet with government officials and cultural activists, including the members of late Ayatollah Sayyid Muhammad Reza Shirazi Society in the province of Dighar. After these meetings, these delegations visited the Archaeological School of Nasiriyah City in Dighar province and met with Mr. Fares, the dean of this school. In this meeting, Mr. Husseini delivered a speech at a gathering of staff members of this school. Meetings with tribal chiefs and Sheikh Walid al-Majidi, one of the representatives of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, as well as visits to Husseiniyyahs in this district, were also other activities by these delegations. Imam Shirazi World Foundation calls for unity in Iraq's political scenery. Imam Shirazi World Foundation published a letter in which it invited all political parties in Iraq to concentrate on unity and avoid further conflicts and tensions. In one part of the letter by this foundation, we read, "It is harsh to witness the escalation of media challenges between Sunni and Shia political forces, especially in a period when all Iraqis fought terrorism alongside each other. This war is still underway because of the political rivalries and the lack of unity, which is inflicting more and more damages and casualties to the nation of Iraq." This letter further reads, "Therefore, we urge all political activists in Iraq to refrain from fanning political disputes on media platforms such as TV and radio and resolve their disputes in private meetings and conventions. This is meant to serve the unity of the nation, which is critically threatened in the face of crises it faces. The negotiation table, away from any media coverage, is the best solution to preserve the unity of Iraq and resolve long-time political disputes." At the end of this letter, Imam Shirazi World Foundation stated, "Due to the critical situation of Iraq and the region, all parties should behave responsibly and set national interests in a higher priority than their party interests." Imam Sadiq Center hosts scholars and clerics in Michigan, USA. Imam Sadiq Center, dependent to Imam Shirazi World Foundation in Detroit, the U.S. state of Michigan, hosted groups of scholars and clerics. This meeting was held due to the presence of Sheikh Abdul Reza Maash, who was at this center for commemorations of Lady Fatima Zahra, peace be upon her. Mr. Adnan al-Ma'jun, the Iraqi consul to Michigan, was also present at this meeting. At this meeting, Sheikh Maash explained about his cultural, religious, and social programs. AhlulBayt Center organizes Charitable Association. AhlulBayt Islamic Thought Center, dependent to Grand Ayatollah Shirazi's office in Baghdad, formed Imam Ali ibn Musa Reza Charitable Association, which is made up of tribal chiefs and distinguished figures from Baghdad. This association will cover charitable, cultural, and social programs under the supervision of AhlulBayt Islamic Thought Center.